Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our newest acquisition, and is it a beauty? A 1959 Chevrolet El Camino. First year for the Caminos, give you the details in a moment. Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to give you all the details about our newest acquisition, a 1959 Chevrolet El Camino. First year for the El Caminos. You're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we do a cold start, we do a walk around to give you all the interesting details of this vehicle, and or you can click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to our website where you'll have the pricing and all the rest of the information on this vehicle as well. Plus then you'll have access to our over 100 classic and collectible vehicles we currently have in inventory. So please remember our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. Now we have cars from the 1920s all the way up into the 70s and beyond. So if you're looking for something, odds are Ellingson Motorcars probably has it sitting on the sales floor right at this very moment. Your dream car awaits you, or truck, as is the case right here. Yes, this is one of those colors that absolutely stand out as a 50s color. Tartan Turquoise. Got it. There's a tongue twister if there ever was one. And Snowcrest white. One of those crazy things. All these car companies came out with crazy names for all their paint. They wanted to make sure they were specific and whatever, so they came out with names for them. Just one of those little interesting facts that's out there. But 1959 Chevrolet was kind of a little behind the curve. Because, you know, yes, they had come out with the Cameo pickup in 1955, which was kind of a unique vehicle in and of itself, kind of a custom. And then a Ford came out in 1957 with their Ranchero. Well, what was Chevrolet to do but come out with something called the El Camino, the two-seater, basically three-seater family pickup truck, if you will, or my dad called them the gentleman's pickup. Now this particular vehicle is really well put together. Chrome, looks like it's all been redone. Original drivetrain in this thing. Not a big performance motor, but the ever reliable 235 inline 6, and it was a trustworthy motor to say the least, because look how many years Chevrolet used it, many, many years. And it's detailed just the way it came from the factory. Some ways I kind of like that better. I mean, I guess you're not buying a 1959 El Camino to light the tires up or whatever. You just want to be seen, go cruising, whatever. And this vehicle is absolutely more than capable of cruising down the road at highway speeds. Now, hooked up behind the 6-cylinder is the famous 3 on the tree. One guy one time said, well, what is that? Well, that is a 3-speed manual transmission. They consider the steering column the tree, and these are there you go, the 3 on the tree, just the same pattern that you would have on a floor shifter, but it's right here at your arm level, whatever. Just one of those, again, one of those little trivia things that you had. In 1959, like all cars of that era, they all had the stuff that looked like a rocket ship. Airplanes, these look like jet airplanes with the contrails out the back, whatever. Just always, everything was going in the space race, looking faster. The performance world was just starting to get kicked into high gear. And I mean, Chevrolet was definitely on board with that cool idea. Another thing, look at this, all things were optional. Dual outside mirrors, but then they added a spotlight as well. Boy, that's kind of a neat option. And everyone says, what did you have spotlights for? Hey, it was to look at street signs, look at house numbers. When you were driving in town, a lot of towns didn't have all the street lights that we have today. So you use this to find yourself where you were going. So kind of one of those little trivia things. Beautiful interior in this car. I mean, that bench seat with the gray and the metallics, and, you know, the tritone actually color on this thing, really nice. Gray carpet. The whole instrument cluster and everything is absolutely stock, just the way they looked in 1959. Beautiful steering wheel as well. Here's another one of those interesting little options, just a little vent just to keep in case the rain was coming. It would keep that out of your arm or whatever. Just something to think out. They also sometimes call these the flat tops. It also has a, you know, it's like I said, it's kind of the gentleman's pickup. You could actually haul stuff in it. This one, they put a nice tonneau cover on it, so it keeps it nice and clear. I mean, you're probably not hauling gravel or doing any of that kind of stuff with this car today, but hey, in 1959, that was something that was probably utilitarian. A lot of people probably used them as a pickup, but yet it was nice enough that it was like a car as well. 59, of course, the famous cat eye taillights. I mean, the 59s, for whatever reason, have just really gone up in popularity. People are scrambling to find them and whatever, and this is a really, really nice example right here. Don't you just love it? They make sure you can see El Camino right there. Beautiful chrome that goes down, rocker moldings as well. No, it's one of those really neat vehicles. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and now even TikTok. You know, give us a like, leave us a comment or subscribe. Appreciate it very much. You'll find this information on this car, current inventory, and as an added bonus, some of the cars we've sold over the last several years as well. So if you got time to peruse the internet, check those things out. There you go. You'll find something interesting to look at, definitely. Now, if you're like me, you say, boy, I like your videos, nice, great pictures, we do the cold start, sounds like it runs nice, but I want to come and look in person. You're more than welcome to head on down to Ellingson Motorcars. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. Just if you want to get your hands on it, look at it, make sure it's a real car. Trust me, it's real. It's sitting right here. I'm touching it as well. No, it's one of those things that if you're, looking for something a little more unique, it's not, not your everyday car that you're looking for, and you just don't see these for some reason, and I don't know what it is. There just weren't very many of these out and about when I was a kid, and I haven't seen very many of them now, but boy, we have an absolute gem sitting on our sales floor. Now, you can give me a call anytime as well if you have additional questions at 763-428-7337. I'll do my very best to answer any questions you have on any of our inventory. Now, if you say, well, I live out of state, how can I get the car to me? Well, we can also assist you with lining up shipping any place in the United States and, for that matter, in the world. Sent cars all the way to Russia, as a matter of fact. So if you need help with that, or you're saying, how do you finance one of these cars? My bank doesn't do anything that old. Well, we can lead you in the direction of several other sources that will help with the collector car financing. Give us a call. We can help you get that arranged too. So if you're looking for a really nice example, and I mean that Tartan Turquoise is just an absolute standout color. I mean, it's just really great. The wide whites, of course, with the spinner hubcaps, really, again, last hurrah for the late 50s, 1959. Boy, they really made a gem when they made this one. So give us a call, or watch our videos, or give us an email. We're happy to do our very best to assist you finding your first or your 100th collector vehicle. Thank you again for visiting Ellingson Motorcars here at www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. See you next time. Bye-bye.